I want to thank all the previous speakers in your respective capacities for what you've been able to share with the various audiences, those who are online and those who are here with us physically. I also want to thank the UMI fraternity, majorly the alumni who have put up this and invited us to be part of the team to share knowledge on how we do things out there. Like they've said, I'm called Eunice. I prefer to be called Eunice. I work with a brand that each one of you is associated with, and that is National Water. I think without water, there is no life. So our brand is what makes each one of you wake up every day. Water is required everywhere we go. I was requested to come here and speak on something that job opportunities in the service industry, and one, I think, majorly on how we position yourself to grab that slot once an advert has been run. We've had a lot from the various speakers. I know it was mainly male-dominated from the beginning, which is quite interesting. Now, I will take it up from the gentlemen who have spoken to us before, from the prisons, from the UPDF, and from police and public service. I took notes and I know that my presentation covers, is just basically summarizing what they have talked about. How do you get that job? When UPDF advertises, how do you be that best candidate for that position? When Uganda police advertises, when prisons advertises, or any other industry out there. I will begin by giving you a brief on what our brand is as National Water. National Water is a government utility that is fully owned by the government of Uganda, and it was established in 1972. What is our mandate as National Water? Our mandate is to provide water and storage services in the urban towns or cities of Uganda. What is our vision as an institution? Our vision is to be the leading customer service-oriented utility in the world. How many towns are we operating in currently? I will say we're operating in 262 towns. But if you want more details about our institution, you go on our website, www.nwsc.co.ug. You'll get more details about National Water. One of our key goals mandate is to ensure water for all. We are supposed to ensure water for all. And that's how we do it. We try to reach out to schools and various places where we offer water. We have, as an institution, I will say we have a corporate plan. In our corporate plan, we have various directorates. I was not able to go into those details because the session showed I needed to talk for 20 minutes. And I thought I would just speak and you pick what is possible. All I can affirm to you is that National Water is, we work under the Ministry of Water and Environment, and we have our Managing Director. Under the Managing Director, we have various directorates. We have 8 directorates. We have and under the directorates, we have various heads of departments that fall under those directorates. We have the Directorate of Finance, Directorate of Commercial, Directorate of Internal Audit, Directorate of Planning and Capital Development, Directorate of Human Resource. Basically, if you go on our webpage, you'll find all that information aligned there. Now, as an institution, we have our corporate plan, which is gotten from the Uganda, the government of Uganda. We have golden indicators in our corporate plan. Among others, one is to ensure that we reduce our non-revenue water If you notice, we have a lot of water that is lost out there, and then we need every Ugandan to get water. So one of our golden indicators currently is to reduce our non-revenue water from 37% to 33%. Our other golden indicator is to increase the customer satisfaction index from 86% to 90%. Our other golden indicator is to increase staff engagement index from 50 to 70% in the next 5 years, and to grow our asset base from 3.8 trillion to 6 trillion. Basically, as an institution, what else do we do? We have a training facility like UMI. We do training for artisans. When you come to our institution, find time. We have training facilities just up nearby. From here, you can just walk. We have our training facility, which is our International Resource Center. We develop modules. We partnered with a number of institutions, UMI, Chambogo, DIT. So we do modules. We have fully fledged training facilities for our institutions. So I just thought I would share with you a sneak peek of our hands-on training that we give to our staff. But other than that, like when they introduced me, they say they've done a lot of training. We also offer external services. So we've been able to give knowledge and share knowledge with other institutions in other countries, Sierra Leone, Ethiopia, Sudan, Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda. So we've had partners with different institutions where we go and we offer the training, hands-on trainings from various institutions that come and benchmark with us as an institution. Now, I was requested, I think, majorly to talk about how does one position themselves for a position in national water. What is it that would make you be the best candidate for us when we are doing carrying out recruitment, or when we are doing career growth in the institution? I just thought I would share with you a slide on our key roles as the HR Directorate. The previous guest speakers have talked about it. I would sum it up that HR, we do 3 roles, which is staff entry, staff retention, and staff exit. Now, I think what you requested me to give a talk on is mainly on staff entry, which is recruitment. How do you position yourself? I had our chief guest make a statement about the new generation that we have, the millennials. Oftentimes, Frank, I think, also mentioned it. Why is it when we compete as Ugandans, when they advertise out there, why is it we are not getting the opportunities? The issue is about our branding. They ask you to apply for a job and you take it for granted. Maybe they ask that attach this, ensure this, you have this. Now, just the way you present your CV will either help you be one of those few candidates to be shortlisted. A person, at most times we have people, we advertise for a job and the person has put the application letter behind, the academic papers in front, like Frank said, they've not ensured their academic papers are certified. So you find you are already the branding of your CV. When we compete for these jobs out there, we ensure that we give the best brand of national. So when we go to these other countries for external services, you find that it's because of how we have presented our brand and what we go and give back there. So the first thing each one of us has to know, when we are going out there, what is that in your CV that will make it unique? What is that small synopsis about yourself? What is that brings you as the best candidate out there? So I think that is one of the things that I would want each one of us to think about. Usually they say, your brand is what people say about you when you're not in the room. You go for an interview, the way you just, the first time, I would imagine public service, they have a clear code of dress code. Now, some people, like the millennials, some will say, why should I wear a tie? Why should I wear? Let's think about our brand as we go out there. That's usually what we ask people to do. Now, the other thing is, like Frank said and the other guest speakers, when you go out for some of this, to look out for opportunities, try and understand the industry that you're going out in. They ask you to come for an interview in NATIONALWATER. Now, I'll ask you one thing. What is our vision? And you've been seated where we have a flyer that has our vision, has our mission, has our core values, but the person is looking at you. You're interested in working for UPDF, working for prisons, working for Uganda police. Now they will ask you, how many towns do you operate in? And the person is looking at you like, and there are simple questions. So how would you position yourself? Try as much as possible to have the information about the institution or company you're going to do an interview with. Position yourself. Knowledge is power. Information is power. So it's very, very important to have the information about the institution you're trying to apply for a job in. And for that case, in most cases, NATIONALWATER will ask you the basics that is on our website when you come for an interview. What is our vision? What are our core values? How many towns we operate in? Under which ministry does NATIONALWATER fall? And you'll find somebody saying, I do not know. Then you say, NATIONALWATER, they have their people. They already have their people. Are we together? The other thing that you need to know as you're trying to position yourself for a position, know your why. What is your why? What is it that you are, that you think NATIONALWATER should go for? Oftentimes somebody comes for an interview and you ask them, how much do you want us to pay you? And the person is looking at you. For this position, what can we offer you? And the person is looking at you like, okay, you offer me what you can offer me. Really? When you come for an interview and I ask you, what is your what? I'm trying to know what is it that you can offer to this institution. And that's why you ask me a certain amount. They will begin negotiating. I'll tell you, either for this position we are able to offer you this, or we are not able to offer you that. So that is the only way you can grab this position in the institution. The other things also, highlight the right skills when you're going for the interview, when you're applying for the interview. Try and match your CV to what has been run in the advert. That will enable you to grab that job opportunity in an institution. Look at what is the advert asking for, what do I have? So what can I offer that institution? Is my CV in line with what any institution has run out there? Is my CV, are my skills in line with what the corporation is asking for in terms of NATIONALWATER? The other thing that we would ask for is flexibility. Quite often some people come for interviews, or when they give you the 3 scenarios of how you're able to get a job. There's when you apply, which I've talked about, the CV, how you make your CV, then coming for the interview, and then finally when they offer you the job. And then the institution says, we do not have opportunities here, but we may offer you an opportunity in another district. And somebody says, no, for me, I can only work in Kampala. My entire life I've only grown up in Kampala. How dare you tell me go and work in Soro, go work in Soroti, go work in Tororo? At times an employer is just trying to see how flexible is this person. Is it possible that we can have groom him or retain him in our institution? So those are some of the things that we need to do to position ourselves, to grab or to get and put a seat, be part of the team of the institution that you want to be. That's one thing. Those are things that I thought I would share with you. And we should always remember that our first impression matters. The first impression you give an employer really, really, really matters. Hillary, I don't know whether I'm saying something different. And my colleague from Uganda Police. I would believe that the first time somebody walks into your office, that first impression gave you a few things there. You may have the skills, the experience, but how you dress really matters. I'm not saying don't dress wearing tattered pants is bad, but let's know when to dress how. Are we together? Let's know when to do what. You're walking into somebody's office for the first time, you have a cape, you have tattered pants, you're in sandals, and then you're telling the person, you know, I've come for a job. Two, you're walking into somebody's office for the first time, a relative has sent you to submit your CV. Your CV is all scattered. The academic papers, CV has no nothing, there is no application. Now, I usually look at the person and say, really, if you're bringing in your application to me and it's all tattered like this, I'm the one telling you, you should have stapled it, you should have attached this. Are we together? So let's try as much as possible to ensure that we have the right, we present ourselves in the right way when we are coming for an interview. Are we together? The other thing that I thought I will talk about is a picture is worth 1,000 things, and maybe why some people don't read it. Like I said, it's about mindset at times. I think in our country there's this thing that people, they run an advert and people have it that the jobs already have been taken. They're advertising for the sake of it all. And that's why you now have IGG coming in, if opportunities coming in, like Frank said. You have many people going back to question the whole exercise. So we need to change that mindset so that we can grab the opportunities once they are available. Also the culture. You run an advert and people say, this job is just for men. Me, I'm a lady. How do I? So some of these are the things we need to change our culture so that we can grab these opportunities. I implore the ladies out there to try as much as possible to compete for these positions. Let's avoid this synergy of thinking that you can't compete, you can't outbeat the males out there in the crowd. Let's try our best to compete and also outshine. And also the self-image that I've talked about. The other thing that makes people not to grab the opportunities, which if people did will help them grab the opportunities, is to prepare and to plan. Prepare yourself as you go out there for the interviews. Plan, have all the requirements that have been put in the advert as and when required. And key takeaways is let's always work hard, be assertive, look out Don't wait until you're told, it's the last moment and then you're out-competed. And try and make a difference. Know what you want, dress well, be adaptive with this new technology. Let's try and be digital and never give up. With those few remarks, I want to say asante, asante, and thank you, thank you, thank you. That's what I have to say.